Free. And now Chelsea pour forwards. Still Richards doing it all himself. Off the line.
Lucky.
Rio Cardines.
Alright, so Dujan has finally made his first appearance for Chelsea under 18. Alright, so welcome back on another installment. So in this installment, we're about to do a quick reaction of the performance from Dujan Richards in his first match, his first debut match for Chelsea in the under 18 squad. Alright, so we all know that Dujan Richards signed his contract in January earlier this year, after becoming 18, so he's now a part of the Chelsea team. And we honestly know that the fact that he's a young player, and he don't have any form of professional football experience in terms of including school. So he have no professional football experience outside that. So eventually they're gonna put him on the under 18 side just to see if he can perform well during his time there, and then probably from that them decide whether or not he's ready for Chelsea first team. So he came on at 77 minutes and, do what he do best, dribble, probably not score a goal, but he surely put out the work, this being his debut match, and the fact that he didn't start, I think this is basically a warm match for him, and they play Crystal Palace on the 18 side. Alright, so the match finished 2-1. The position for Chelsea was 53, while position for Crystal Palace was 47. Shots on target 6 for Crystal Palace, 3 for Chelsea. Shots off target 8 for Chelsea, 5 for Crystal Palace. 2 big chances from the both side. Passing, total passes for Chelsea is 342, 342 passes, and total passes for Crystal Palace 290. Alright, complete passes, we have 225 for Chelsea, 195 for Crystal Palace. And passing accuracy was 66 for Chelsea, 67 for Crystal Palace. Tackles, 12 for Chelsea. 11 for Chelsea, 12 for Crystal Palace. Duels, 155 for Chelsea, 61 for Crystal Palace. Corner, 7 for Chelsea, 9 for Crystal Palace. 2 offside from both sides. 9 fouls for Crystal Palace and 5 for Chelsea. Alright, so that FA Cup match for the under 18 took place earlier today, and the great young talented Dujan Richards, as I said, made his debut. I think that he's a very brilliant player. So from the highlights I'm going to preview right now, he's a very talented player. As I said, just need the experience in terms of in professional football, and he performed well. He wasn't up to standard because, as I said, it's his first professional football, and to me, you need more time to build. You get me? And I honestly think he's gonna be great, no doubt about it, because he's a brilliant football player. And even if he do start a good season at the under 18 at Chelsea, I think loaning him to probably another league would be a good helping on to, so that he can get the experience, the game time, because that's one of the most dominant thing when being a young player. To get the experience, you're gonna need game time. And I think that a player like Dujan Richards has that potential to surpass majority of these young players, because he's a talented young player, brilliant striker. And we have seen it in recent games that majority of these clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal, and more clubs definitely need a number 9 player. And I think that Dujan Richards can fill that gap, but you need experience. So I think that this is a stepping stone with Dujan Richards. With Chelsea being the side that it is right now, I think that Chelsea need a more steady side in terms of experienced players, because in recent times you notice that Chelsea is accommodating young players to rebuild a side, and basically that not work out. So I think that Dujan Richards would be the best fit for Chelsea right now. I'm not saying he's not a good fit for them in terms of scoring goals, assisting, and bringing the side to another level, but to say that he's not at that standard in terms of experience, and I think that over time, he's going to get there. And I think that Chelsea need experienced players. I know these young players basically cannot cut it. Although Chelsea performed really good against Aston Villa, winning 3-1 in the FA Cup. Brilliant performance from Jackson, Enzo Fernandez, brilliant free kick, and also from Conor Gallagher. So almost Chelsea biggest downfall is the players. And we have seen it that where Chelsea have won the Champions League in recent times with Havertz, Werner, Aspilicueta, Kante, and the list goes on and on. You get what I'm saying? But I think that Chelsea's biggest downfall was selling all the experienced players and buying young players and trying to rebuild the side. I think they should have rebuilt the side with half new players, half old players. You get me? And I think that Chelsea need a coach that really know how to groom these players. But Chelsea don't do anything. They have some talented players like Palmer, Gallagher, Fernandez, Gusto. I think Gusto is really performing really good in recent times. Thiago's a really good player. Chilwell, James, and Nkunku. So I think, and also Magic, Sterling. So I think Chelsea have a really good side. I think injury has been one of their biggest setback also. But I think they can overcome it once the players perform. I think that's the key thing, performance. And once the players are hungry for goals, I think they can make it.